Officials with the San Onofre nuclear power plant in Southern California have decided to shut the facility down rather than face a protracted fight over whether or not the facility can operate at 70% capacity. It's just the latest in a series of setbacks for the nuclear power industry this year. The San Onofre plant has been offline since January 2012. Located in San Clemente between San Diego and Los Angeles, the nuclear power station provided 8% of the state's electricity. But in 2012, new steam generators were brought online, and 2 months later, things started to go wrong.
The project cost California ratepayers $670 million, but the new equipment was supposed to last for decades. However, since January 31 of last year, both reactors have been shut down after a tube in one of the unit's steam generators started leaking radioactive steam into the atmosphere.
SoCal Edison, which operated the plant, wanted to restart the facility at 70% capacity, but that didn't sit well with Senator Barbara Boxer.
We'll start it at 70% and we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. That's like saying, I think I fixed the damaged brakes on your car, but don't drive it over 40 miles per hour.
Boxer also cited a report by an administrative law panel which characterized the Edison 70% proposal as an experiment.
Well, maybe there are some people here who'd like to experiment on my people, but I'm not going to let it happen. Let's be clear.
But what sealed San Onofre's fate was the fact that the Edison proposal amounted to a license amendment subject to public hearings, and those hearings could have easily gone into next year. SoCal Edison has been staffing the plant for the last year and a half, even though it wasn't generating any electricity or revenue. In the end, it was cheaper to shut the plant down rather than staff it for 3 years without generating any revenue. In a statement, Boxer called the shutdown announcement a relief and accused SoCal Edison of misleading regulators by minimizing the scope of the changes made at the nuclear plant to avoid a full safety review and public hearings. But Nuclear Energy Institute spokesman Steve Karakis told the Washington Post that the situation underscores the need for an efficient and effective regulatory process that results in timely decisions on the operation of these critical energy resources. The decision follows the announced closing of the Crystal River nuclear plant in Florida. And last fall, the Kewanee power station in Wisconsin couldn't find a buyer, so it is closing too. The natural gas boom is creating a pessimistic economic environment for nuclear power. But if natural gas prices were to climb in the future, it could create big problems for energy consumers. In an interview with the Associated Press, Karakis warned that when gas prices are low, that's great, but a lot of people don't like to put all their energy bags in one basket. SoCal Edison officials say natural gas will mostly be used to replace the nuclear power that was generated at San Onofre.